guys, let's get our 5 fingers wave. 1, 2, 3. Hello! You, give us a wave. Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Hello! We got a wave. Fantastic.
Change for National Rail Services from Waterloo East.
Hello and welcome back to the Hayati channel. There are two fantastic ways of seeing landmarks of London. One is the iconic London Eye, which we have seen, and the second way is through the boat ride, River Cruise, London Eye, River Cruise, and that's going to be today's video.
We're here today to go on the London Eye River Cruise, which is behind me, as you can see. This is the loading point for the boat, so you will need to get on, join the queue and work your way around to get on the boat. And it is a 40-minute cruise, circular cruise down the River Thames and back up again to the docking port, and it shows you the sights around London.
You do need to reserve a ticket before you come here. Then you need to specify a date and time before you board, and there is a live commentary which all is included in the ticket that you will pay.
Also, the Thames is, just for your reference, the Thames is the longest river in England, and it provides 2/3 of London's drinking water.
It's a glorious, beautiful day today. It's around 23 degrees and it's very, very busy, especially today's, what's the date today? 18th of Saturday. Today's the 18th of September, Saturday, and as expected, it's extremely busy. So here is an off-ride view of how our London Eye River Cruise boat looks like.
Guys. Thank you.
We are about to, well, I say about to, hopefully we're about to board the boat over there. The boat is called Silver Bonito, and we will be on there cruising a circular cruise of the River Thames and seeing the sights of London and showing you as we go.
Alright, so that's the new gimbal by Zhiyun. Chinese company, can't pronounce that. Crane M2.
Before we depart, please listen carefully to the following short safety announcement. This boat is licensed to carry 249 passengers. We maintain constant contact with Thames Navigation Service and the River Police at all times. This boat is fully equipped with a full complement of life jackets and life rafts. The life jackets are stowed underneath the fixed seating in the lower level and in the locker on the upper deck, clearly marked with green signs. All exits are clearly marked. From the lower saloon, there are doors at both sides of the vessel, or you can exit through the sliding windows. The upper deck is easily accessible by steps either side of the lobby. In the unlikely event of an emergency, the captain will give you full instructions. For your own safety, and in particular for any young children on board, please remain seated.
It's alright. It's awesome.
There are toilets located downstairs, situated at the back of the boat, near where you entered. For the comfort of all our guests, we ask that you refrain from smoking on this cruise. If you have a mobile phone, please switch it to silent now.
Okay guys, now we have 2 rules on the fabulous Silver Bonito today. First rule, everybody on the upper deck, you must remain seated at all times. Our skipper, Skipper Tim, give him a round of applause. He does need to see where he's going. If you guys stand up, Tim can't see where he's going. We have Titanic moments with bridges and things, and nobody wants that. The other rule is that as we go under the bridge, you must wave at the people on the bridge. It's the only time in Britain you can give people a 5-fingered wave, get a 5-fingered wave back. Try it on the tube, you'll get a 1-fingered wave back. Okay, so we're just holding here just for a second or two. Just to let the river calm down a little bit and let these boats, I think, go through. But on the right hand side, you can see we'll start our tour here. On the right hand side, the white building, the very small white building you can see over there, is currently the New Scotland Yard, the home to the Metropolitan Police. The Westminster Bridge, don't forget, wave at the people on the bridge. But guys, do not look up, there's a Scotsman playing his bagpipe.
So wave to the people on the bridge.
Westminster on the right hand side, not an old palace, there has been a palace over there for years. But the oldest part of the palace that we have at the moment is Westminster Hall. Part of the palace was built by a chap called William Rufus in 1095. The palace that he built lasted right the way through to 1834. On the left hand side, St Thomas's Hospital, one of the world's leading teaching hospitals. The nurses in St Thomas's call themselves Nightingales, as a little tribute to Florence Nightingale, the famous nursing sister who formed her nursing school in St Thomas's during the Crimean War when it was based down in Southwark. But looking back to the palace, the nearest tower to us, the Victoria Tower, is the Archive Tower. When the old palace burnt down, all of the old laws were destroyed, so Charles Barry made the Victoria Tower completely fireproof. The middle tower, St Stephen's, lets out all the hot air. There's an awful lot of hot air over there, guys. Can you see Big Ben?
Yes.
No, you can't, because Big Ben is the 13.5-ton bell that sits inside of the Elizabeth Tower, tower with the scaffolding around it. And why is the bell itself called Big Ben? Well, it might have been named after Sir Benjamin Hall, who was a clerk of works when we rebuilt the chamber over there. Or it might be named after a chap who used to work at the Whitechapel Bell Foundry, where the bell was manufactured. A chap called Ben Jacobs, very tall chap. The ladies tell us he was a big bloke, and the ladies nicknamed him Big Ben. Yeah, I'm not explaining that. There's some MPs out, give them a wave! Or any other hand gesture you can. Have we got any fans of the mighty West Ham?
You're the one.
Because the iron, they're a football team, okay? The iron and steel for Westminster Bridge was manufactured by Thames Ironworks, same company that later moved into West Ham United. So if you go under the bridge, we've got a direct link with West Ham United. But we've had a lot of things happen on the London Eye. We've had 800 marriage proposals, 13 rejections. Takes half an hour to get round. What would you talk about? Will you marry me? No. Why not? You're not Big Ben. Yeah, not explaining that. Coming down to Hungerford Railway Bridge, Isambard Kingdom Brunel commissioned to build a bridge over the Thames to celebrate the okay, the walkways either side are put there to celebrate the Queen's Golden Jubilee celebrations. So they are in fact royal walkways. The bridge takes the railway over to Charing Cross Railway Station on the left hand side, and we have a new Charing Cross Railway Station. Terry Farrell was commissioned to rebuild Charing Cross Railway Station. Only made it look like a steam train coming out of a tunnel with smoke billowing in the background. On the right hand side, the starboard side of the vessel, that area, the South Bank, is the cultural centre of London. 1951 we had the Festival of Britain to celebrate Britain's greatness in the world. And incidentally people, if you want a good snog in London, best place to get a good snog is the pink bus on the right hand side. We all know snogs are frozen yogurts, don't we? We all know that. Come on. Okay guys, so as we go under Handlebar Railway Bridge, the very next bridge on the river down there, and make some noise! These people can't hear you! It's also called the Ladies Bridge, incidentally, because it's the longest bridge on the Thames, and it goes on. No, naughty. We don't do naughty things on the Silver Peninsula. Well, not till tonight. All the buildings are funny shaped because they're maintaining the sight lines to the dome of the Queen's Cathedral. On the right hand side there's a line of trees, but just beyond the line of trees you'll shortly see a little beach that come into view over there. This is Riviera. Can you see the red brick building on the right hand side with a tower on top?
Yeah.
Somebody tell me, what does the tower say?
Oxo Tower.
It doesn't say anything at all, because this is a royal river. You're not allowed to advertise on a royal river. Now's the opportunity to take a picture of St Paul's Cathedral. And Bankside on the right has now morphed into the Tate Modern, Britain's collection of modern artwork. If modern artwork's not your thing, it's not my thing. But hey guys, we are coming down to Southwark Bridge, has the nickname of the Lonely Bridge. Give me an R. Oh. Give me a louder R. Oh. Because it is the bridge on the Thames that has the least amount of footfall, least amount of vehicle traffic. This features London Bridge in Mary Poppins, and it's still lit by gaslight at night, so that's a mecca up there for lovers in the evening. Now people, if you go back to Shakespeare's day, if you wanted any entertainment in London, any bear baiting, ball baiting, naughty ladies, drinking, theatre, you'd have to come out of the City of London, the area to the left. City of London controlled by a very religious group called the Puritans. They banned all form of entertainment. They banned Christmas!
Oh no!
They banned Easter! They banned drinking! They banned all entertainment. They thought you should spend your life praying and working. If you wanted any entertainment, you'd have to go to Bankside, the area on the right, which was actually in Surrey at the time. Now, outside of the power and the authority of the livery companies and the Lord Mayor, the last vestige of that old area is the old Angler Tavern. You can see on the right hand side, just this side of the bridge. But hey guys, we are coming down to Tower Bridge, the world's most photographed bridge. Sorry San Francisco, we've got it. Now there's a little tradition on the Thames that says that if you shout and scream and holler and wave at people as you go under Tower Bridge, if there's people up there waving back, you will have 5 years good luck. This stems from the Victorian sailors. This was the last opportunity they had to wave at their loved ones when they sailed off on their voyages around the world. If their loved ones was up there waving back, they would probably return 5 years later safe and sound. There is, however, another little tradition on the Thames that says if you give your loved one a little peck as you go under the bridge, you will also have a lifetime of health and happiness. If your loved one's not with you, Matt Hancock, if your loved one's not with you, your husband, wife or partner will do. Just a little peck though guys, this is not the loved one. So after 3, let's make loads of noise. Let's get our 5 fingers wave. 1, 2, 3. You, give us a wave. Yeah,
Nobody cares.
Fantastic.
Oh, we got one way.
Well done. Well done to people on the boat.
No!
Thames it was the cleanest metropolitan river in the world. It wasn't always the case. 1858 we had the big stink. Do we know any big stink? There's a few people pointing.
Okay, come and quick. This is an awesome picture.
At one time it was painted brown because Queen Victoria, who was on the throne at the time, she had a big thing called chocolate. So they painted the blue brown in honour of Queen Victoria. The walkways above was what they were so big to say. We do a lot of things on the London Eye. We do champagne tasting experiences. We do chocolate tasting experiences. We do yoga. We do yoga with dogs. They call it yoga. You can actually get married on the Eye. You say your vows on the way up, you say the I do at the top, and it's all downhill from there on. But marriage is about the three rings, isn't it? The engagement ring, the wedding ring, the suffer ring. You know, the ladies are nodding. Give us a shout out on TripAdvisor, Facebook, Twitter, all the stuff I don't understand. We've only been open a few weeks. So give us a shout out. Tell us what you thought of your experience today on the fabulous Silver Bonito. If you enjoyed your experience, my name's Mick. If you haven't enjoyed it, my name's Derek. Yeah, very quickly. Bye-bye.
Hi, thank you.
Bye-bye, have a good day.
Yeah, so how was the 40-minute river cruise, London Eye?
Really nice. It was very entertaining. The tour operator, Mick, on board was funny. Lots of jokes. Some of them were not so funny, but yeah, he made really good effort, made it really fun, really interactive, wave at people on the bridges as you go under, a good history of all the buildings we're going past, and it was genuinely just really, really nice to see London from the river, feeling the breeze, the sun was out, great day. It was really good. Really
What was your
recommend it.
favorite part, would you say, in that boat trip?
Just being in the boat, it just felt really nice.
Yeah, but do you not think some of the audio commentary wasn't clear, it was muffled a
Depends,
bit?
because yeah, when he was stood at the front of the boat where we were sat and talking, then it was clear, but when he moved to the back of the boat it wasn't as clear, so that could be something that they could work on in terms of having the speakers more clear, so everyone can hear clearly at all times. And also when we went under the bridges, couldn't hear anything because of the noise of the river under the bridge.
Especially the waving part was also fun, where you scream
Yeah.
at people.
Wave everyone on the
Almost
bridges.
felt like I'm on a roller coaster, screaming. Yeah.
Wasn't that exciting.
So get yourself guys out to the London Eye River Cruise. My name is Abs, and you're watching the Hayati channel. So there.